Hello, and welcome to Checked Out, the show where I talk to people about things and do stuff. I'm Mike, I work at the library, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking to some of the lovely ladies of Youth Services and count down my top 5 favorite horror movies of all time. It's going to be great, it's going to be spooky, it's going to be scary, there might be a skeleton somewhere in the background. It's an Easter egg. So look forward to that right now. Alright, so we're here in an elementary school, a haunted elementary school, it seems like. And I'm here with
Gail,
Joan,
Cindy.
the Three Stooges. What's the scariest thing that has happened to you then?
in the library.
Just in general. I want to hear spooky stories.
Spooky
stories.
Spooky, scary, haunting, haunted, creepy, unsettling. I'll take anything.
Right now I'm feeling a little unsettled.
I think being on a floor when it's late and you're locking up and
here?
you're the only one on the floor
Here?
is a little spooky. Like you can hear some.
Oh, because you've done those late night
Right.
teen programs.
And it
Nothing is
starts very
scarier
noisy.
than teens.
You're scared, right? I should have said
I've been the
that.
first one here in the morning.
Yes, and it's as scary,
Gunther's
yeah.
not here. It's not really scary for me. That doesn't scare me. You know what scares me? Not here, but if I'm at home and my cat seems to hear something that I don't hear.
Yeah.
That scares me, because then I believe there may be ghosts in the house.
It's entirely possible. You know what scares me? Hiking.
And we've got... He's heard that story.
Well, let's hear it now.
Let's hear the story.
It's way too long.
Come on, we've already brought it up.
Come
If
on,
we don't
give us the
talk
viewer
about
version.
it, it's going to be weird.
All right, I was
People are going to think you
hiking.
killed someone.
I was hiking with my family near Mount Shasta in California, Northern California, and we got separated, and I got lost, and I spent the night in the forest.
Wow.
And it was 104 degrees, and I had a drink from a stream.
How was that?
It was fine.
Was it a good
I mean,
stream?
it was a long walk. It was a very long, hot walk, but I survived.
So how would you rate that experience?
That was probably one of the scariest nights of my life. Yes, definitely.
So you know what else scares me? Hiking and also balloons. Balloons are terrifying to
Gail's a balloon
Do
expert.
you mean hot air balloons or like balloon animals?
me. Any sort of balloon.
Yeah, it is a little scary.
Any balloon will do when it comes to
Isn't that
giving me a
something?
scare.
Yeah,
We're
I do the
balloon
balloon.
experts.
Yeah, not that I'm an expert.
So you're a balloon expert.
I do have the balloon club with the teens, and the first thing is to not be afraid of the balloon.
Right. Well, they are
Really,
very
don't be afraid. It's going to break. It's going to pop in front of you. Don't be afraid. And once they've mastered that, then the rest of it comes a little easy.
Do you have any balloons you could show us, like exposure therapy?
Yes. Well, I will demonstrate. Like I said, the kids come in. Don't be afraid of the balloons. They will pop at one point or another.
I will never I will never not be afraid of the popping balloon.
It's haunting.
She sits right across from me in our office, and she does this.
Wow,
as it
you
is
made a
her work.
snake.
Yes, that's a snake.
Amazing.
Yes.
And balloons are popping all the time, and
Yeah. Well, like
scares
anything,
me.
it takes practice, and so once you have this,
it
hopefully it
really
won't
is
pop.
good. I hope not.
Well, here we have a little dog. There we go. With a very long tail. Or it could be a cat.
Yes, one of those notorious long-tailed cats.
Cat.
I
Need
mean,
put little
can
eyes on it.
May I?
Yes, of course.
Do that.
Oh!
It's a giraffe.
Oh, excellent.
There you
So
go.
you've got skills.
Yeah.
I have dabbled in the past.
Oh,
But I haven't
Look how you
ballooned.
made it sound.
Yeah.
I
that was
haven't
really good.
ballooned in a long time, not since the accident.
That sounds like a story.
Is that a spooky story?
It's too soon. So is that the only program you do, ballooning? teen programming?
No, I do quite a bit of teen program here and also work with the kids. And we have a TLC group, a Teens Library Council, that do a lot here.
Sing a lot of TLC, or is it mostly Destiny's Child? Well, there are other people here if they want to talk about their sort of clubs
About
and activities.
her things?
Yeah.
Yes, we can all
You all
talk about how great
my
she
things.
is.
Okay.
What I bring here
I'll
to
tell you what
the
else she's done. You've done a lot of things with the teens, including, what is that called, a Nerf gun fight?
Oh,
my God.
Oh, I should have brought one of those in.
I
We had a
mean,
Nerf gun
Do
battle.
you have one here?
I
Probably have a bullet around here somewhere.
I know, they've been all over the library. Yes, a Nerf gun battle where the library is closed and kids just run around.
Now, I heard something about pranks. Is this... who's the prankster?
Joan is the queen of pranks. No, Joan. Yeah.
I used to, but at Cindy's urging, actually, and after that prank,
She
I
swears no
stopped.
more.
I have not
The big
pranked
prank?
since
We don't,
then.
yes,
I
we
don't, but she tries to torture me all the time.
Well, I'd like
She's
to-
called my husband
I'd like
to get
to-
in on a prank. You'd like to know what my prank was?
I'd like to know your prank of all pranks.
She does a theater program at
Right.
the schools, and she was having trouble with the PTO, and just, they were taking her space, and she was very frustrated, and it was coming up time for her big play. This will take up the rest of the
Yeah,
hour.
this is the Minnesota version. The New York version is.
No, I have to tell you. I have to
Okay,
tell
all
you.
right.
Okay, I'm going to try to shorten it as much as I can.
Wait.
So, I happen to have gotten a thank you letter from Fulmer Road, the
Right.
school she was at. So I'm able to doctor things up and give myself letterhead from a school or any place else if I can get their letterhead. Anyway, I wrote a letter saying I was the PTO, no names, and that she could not have the auditorium the day of her play because they were doing something. And, oh, sorry, and I thought I was going to have to get her to go find it. Plus, I didn't have an envelope, so I thought, she's not going to believe this is real. I
Right,
really didn't think
right.
she would. So all I know is I'm on the phone doing my job, talking to somebody that had a problem with
So then I
something.
do go to my mailbox, which I never do. All
And
right.
all I know is I'm on the phone, and suddenly I hear her
Yeah.
so angry, saying, I'm going over to talk to the principal right now.
See,
And
the
then I
show
realized-
was supposed to be that week, so, the kids
Oh
put a
my
lot of
God.
work into it, so I'm getting this letter, so I'm demanding to talk to the principal, the head of PTO, and we're making this happen, and I'm on the way over to the
overhearing
school.
this while I'm on the phone, and I'm going, because our desks are across from each other, I'm going,
And I'm trying to tell her, you don't understand, you
and I'm
don't
like,
believe this letter I have.
I understand. So now I hang up on whoever I was talking to, like a patron of some sort, and I hang up, and I say, no, and she couldn't comprehend it was me. She could not
So I
comprehend.
had to call the
had done
school
this.
back to apologize to the principal and the head secretary.
And she
that
gives
this
my
was
name
just
that I had, and they know me
Joan's
because-
joke.
So after that, I really have never pranked anybody.
You gave up the life?
I gave up the life. I really thought I could control it all, but I couldn't control anything, just like now.
Thank you guys for whatever this was.
Yeah.
All right, so when we come back, we'll be doing something somewhere. Hello and welcome to Mike's Movie Minute, the minute where Mike talks about movies. So this week, what we're going to be doing is, it's going to be... Excuse me. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You know, I'm really glad you asked. I have a top 5 list of my favorite scary movies. Scream, 1996. Okay, so the first time I saw this movie, I think it was in middle school. I didn't actually watch the whole thing. I saw the first scene, and I was so scared, I literally ran screaming out of the room. That's how good a movie this is. It's Wes Craven in his, well, not his prime, but it's Wes Craven at his best. The Thing, 1982. So my favorite story about The Thing is I had a class in college once where I got to show it, and I got to show this one specific scene, the blood test scene, which if you have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's the most stressful thing in the world, and the power of The Thing is I took a bunch of, apathetic college kids who did not, I don't think they really knew where they were, and they were all, by the end of the scene, just hooked. That's how great of a movie it is. It's horrifying, it's scary, it's really funny, and if you want to see special effects, that's the movie to watch. Dawn of the Dead, 1978. So Dawn of the Dead, I do appreciate the remake, but we're talking about the original here, because it's one of the best zombie movies ever made. I have a very distinct memory of watching this movie. It was the second zombie movie I'd ever seen after Night of the Living Dead. I have this very distinct memory of watching it around, 10 o'clock in the morning while my parents were eating brunch. I'm watching it on the big screen, just watching a guy's head explode. And that was the first moment I knew I loved horror movies, because I had never seen anything like that. It was incredible, it was horrifying, and I loved every second of it. Evil Dead 2, 1987. Okay, so the Evil Dead series, I actually watched backwards. I started with the third one, Army of Darkness, and then watched Evil Dead 2, and then watched Evil Dead, the first one. But I will say, if you haven't seen one before, start with Evil Dead 2. It's the best. It's got the best mix of spooks and scares, and also goofs and laugh-em-ups. It's Bruce Campbell at his finest, just destroying himself physically for cinematic pleasure. Halloween, 1978. The original, the classic, except no substitute. I will say, the sequels, they're all really bad, but they're bad in a way that I kind of enjoy. Watching them on cable was sort of a staple of my adolescence. Halloween H2O, where he fights Josh Hartnett because Josh Hartnett was popular. Halloween Resurrection, where he fights Busta Rhymes for some reason. You could go on, but at the end of the day, the original, it basically invented the modern slasher genre. It's John Carpenter at his best. No frills, no, extraneous whatever. It's the genre in one movie, basically. If you like movies at all, go watch it. It's amazing. It'll change your life. It'll make you want to go out and make a movie. So, yeah, that's my list. And if you don't like them, I don't really care. This is a one-way medium. You have no way to talk to me about it, I guess the comments, but I don't read those. Alright, so that's been our show. We did a lot of things. It was interesting, I hope. I hope you got something from it. I hope it scared you a little bit. I know it scared me. So, like and subscribe to all of our things, which I'm hoping Lewis is going to put right here. Or maybe there. Or there. I could just be pointing at nothing. Who knows if he's going to do that. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!